Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly review, maybe my last weekly review for this week's episode of Dragonball Super, which is Season 1, Episode 6. It's called Don't Anger the God of Destruction, the Heart-Pounding Birthday Party. Okay, and spoiler warning, if you guys have not seen this week's episode yet, you can watch it online with English subs. Just remember the rule, never install anything. So, I'll read the plot from the wiki for this one. It's, Beerus arrives on Earth where Bulma's birthday party is underway. Vegeta is paralyzed by Beerus' presence, recalling a childhood encounter with the deity. Long ago, Beerus visited planet Vegeta and threatened his father. Beerus accepts Bulma's offer to join the party and is delighted by the snacks available. However, after Majin Buu refuses to share his pudding, Beerus attacks. So, okay, and why I say this is maybe my last weekly review for Dragon Ball Super. Here's what's up. Okay, so this week's episode, let's get that out of the way first, and then I'll talk about what I want to talk about afterwards. So this episode, there's additional things added in from Battle of Gods. I do like the part where Vegeta has kind of a recollection of being younger and seeing his dad being threatened by Beerus and basically put into submission, into a submissive position. And, what happened with Vegeta at that point where he just basically goes up and then Beerus does something to him, or just out of fear, he collapses. So the same thing happens again to him as an adult on the ship when they're, having a good birthday party for Bulma. And it's much like the Battle of Gods movie with some small changes, different environment, that kind of thing. And to be honest, all around, just a very slowed down version with a few extra things added in. And basically nothing new, nothing really, really new. Same as last week and kind of as we've been seeing so far throughout the series. At the beginning they added in, some stuff with Goku and the farming and that, and some different things like that, which I did like, and they've had a few things added in that were pretty good. But basically, here's what's up with the weekly reviews. I don't really see a point in reviewing this anime week to week anymore. It's a rehashing of Battle of Gods. It's not anything really new per se. I mean, it's new, but it's not really new. It's just kind of a retelling of the same thing. And even though we're 6 episodes underway and there's been a good amount of things added in, I still feel like if you want to watch one versus another, if you have a choice in the future to say, what am I going to watch? Am I going to watch, 20 episodes of Dragon Ball Super, or am I going to watch Battle of Gods and just see the whole thing all at once? Or maybe even more. At this pacing, it could be more like, who knows, 30, 40 episodes of Dragon Ball Super for the movie. That, literally is like, what's the runtime? Like an hour and a half, 90 minutes or something? I'm not sure exactly. I'd have to look it up. But, pretty quick runtime compared to watching, 30 or 40 episodes of a show with a very, very slow pace. In addition to that, Episode 5, as we talked about last week with the animation problem, which Naruto has had for years and has always driven me insane, in what should be probably the best battle we've seen so far. Goku goes into blob form, and just all that stuff. So we talked about that. I'm not going to rehash that. We talked about that last week. Wasn't impressed with that. Episode 6, just like, what's the point? What's the point? I mean, I can talk about for literally 1 or 2 minutes out of the new stuff they add each episode with the intro, the outro, and then, what they've actually put in. Most of it being the same as what's in the movie, just a slowed down, inferior form of it. Really no reason for me to continue reviewing it week to week. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep watching the show. Maybe once in a while I'll do a review for it here and there. If there's a really good episode where we get to see some new fights or some really cool stuff that's added in, then I'll probably do, a video for it. But in terms of like a weekly thing that I was going to, kind of getting in the habit of doing and kind of looking forward to for a few months since it was announced to be on, I was looking forward to it. I'm a bit disappointed at this point now because we're a good number of episodes in, and we basically have not encountered anything new. We've basically just retreaded old ground in a new form, and after the initial, part has kind of worn off, the initial effect of getting new Dragon Ball anime, it's not really new. And that's kind of a realization that, most of us, including me, of course, has come to at this point, that it's new, but it's not really new. It's like, it's not as bad as Kai, where they just kind of edit the old stuff. But at the same time, it's really slow paced. It's an inferior form to the movie. I mean, if you want to watch this story, this part of Dragon Ball, I would recommend you watch the movie so far. You know, it's just better. So in terms of score for this week's episode, I'm going to give this one a 6. You know, it's should we even talk about it? We talked about Battle of Gods, the same part of the storyline, except in that version it was a lot faster. Next week, episode 7, what are we going to see? Probably, you know, Beerus, you know, some fighting going on, stuff, some additional add-in little fights that were not in the movie, and then eventually Vegeta go crazy and attack Beerus. So yeah, that's all I got for this week. Kind of a down review for you guys. Apologize. You know, just not really satisfied with Dragon Ball Super. I was really looking forward to it quite a bit, and after the initial thing has kind of worn off for me, I'm kind of like, this is kind of useless because it's not as good as Battle of Gods. It's drawn out, and it's just, what's the point? You know, it's basically pointless. So hopefully later on in the series, we'll see things turn around. We'll see it, you know, become better. We'll have to wait and see what happens. But for now, I'm not going to commit to weekly reviews. If next week's episode is a lot better, hopefully, maybe I'll do a review, maybe I won't. But I want to let you guys know as well with the channel. You know, I can't commit to weekly reviews anymore. It's just retreading old ground. I've already talked about all this stuff in Battle of Gods in terms of story, so there's really no point. Anyway, let me know what you guys have been feeling so far about Dragon Ball Super. Are you disappointed like I am at this point? And even though it is new, not totally new, how are you guys feeling about it? Write in the comments below. I really want to see what you guys think and how you're feeling about the show. For me personally, I'll watch it, but it's like, I even find myself kind of fast forwarding through parts because it's like, whatever, you know, we already know all this, you know, we already seen all this. So if you guys liked the video, please thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, please share, please favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe, be sure to subscribe, bottom left. And I'm going to do future Dragon Ball videos. It's not like I'm never going to do another Dragon Ball video again. No, I still love Dragon Ball. I'm still going to do Dragon Ball videos. But in terms of committing to weekly reviews of a rehashed, inferior anime, there's no reason. That's it for this one, guys. See you again real soon. As always, it's Trev. I'm saying peace.